Alrighty, gents, we're back with another TAO update. Now, as many of you guys know, I have been mining the living hell out of TAO. I've been using Subnets to mine even more TAO and TAO Alpha tokens. So in today's video, I'm going to take you through 3 Subnet gems that I'm personally looking to mine, to stake, to buy. You guys can let me know what you think. But before we get into that, guys, let's look at the price of TAO. Now, as of today, we are coming up to the apex of this short-term symmetrical triangle, guys. A breakout target to the upside brings us to around 420. However, if we do lose this support, then most likely we're going to be going to around $315. Worst case scenario, $280, where there are big order blocks. Now, why do I think we could be getting an opportunity to be buying some cheap TAO soon? I mean, number one, guys, you go and you check out Bitcoin. We made a video yesterday. We said open interest is spiking here. People are adding longs. You're seeing the reduced volume. We're at a key level of resistance. It doesn't make sense to be long in without a confirmation, guys. So if we do start to come down to the median, it's going to give us a nice discount on TAO. And it could be a discount anywhere between 5% all the way to 15%. Okay, so if we do come down 15% for TAO, I do not care. I'll be making sure that I'm doing my best to be getting the most out of the crypto market. Currently, to date, guys, we've mined... How much we mined? It says 13 here, but that's just including some of the alpha token returns. I've actually mined 6 TAO, 10 TAO, nearly 11 TAO. We've realized 6 TAO profit, which was around 2k. And we're pretty much back there now, guys. This is all since the beginning of the month, right? So I've been using Subnet Alpha tokens and then also one Subnet Alpha token that I'm going to get into at the end of the video. But the first one that I do think could be a gem is going to be TAOHash. And remember, all of these, you got to do your own research. You got to look into them. This is like not financial advice. It's just some that I'm personally looking at. You guys can look into it for yourself. You can let me know your honest thoughts in the comments as well, guys. But with TAOHash, Subnet 14, it's a subnet for decentralizing proof of work mining hash rate, rental, and exchange, guys. So validators receive hash rate in exchange for weights, and miners speculate on the hash rate, hash price, and alpha emissions, guys. So currently it's only a $17 million market cap. And something to bear in mind is that TAOHash is the only subnet on Bittensor whose commodity produces value that is precisely measurable and revenue generating. So, well, it's actually not the only one, because the one at the end actually also is generating revenue. But this is being reinforced more as we transition into rewarding miners directly in mined BTC and enabling further monetization of hash rate, guys. So for all of you guys who speculate on hash rate, for all of you guys who look at things like Bitcoin hash rate, that's really good. Proof of work mining as well. And you can see here in Bitcoin mining, it does need a bit of a reset. 58% of hash rate is controlled by 2 pools. True decentralization is at risk. What could the solution be? TAOHash. Now, when we do come to the chart, you can see it's actually done really well from its inception, right? It had a big sell-off in the beginning. A lot of these tokens do. Remember, the tokenomics are sound as well. Only ever going to be 21 million of these Subnet Alpha tokens. And right now, it looks like it could be coming back down to retest this breakout. So if we got anywhere of like 0.001 or 0.01 TAOHash per TAO, that would be a good area to probably be picking up some TAOHash, waiting for it to rise, swapping it against TAO again. And, you know, you could easily, you know, people that bought down here have like 6x'd their TAO stack just by holding TAOHash. Now, another one that I'm looking into is Templar. That's incentivized internet-wide training, guys. A lot of you would have seen TAO Templar. It's basically incentivized internet-wide AI training, guys. Okay, so it's basically trying to make a decentralized AI all of us would find useful, because a lot of these centralized AI models, they can be biased, they can be pushing agendas, they can also just give out false information, guys. So as much as AI is, you know, popping right now and there's a lot of potential in AI, we must remember that there's also a lot of risk with centralized AIs. I love ChatGPT, but it's centralized. So again, we're going to be using decentralized AI programs in the future, hopefully. Templar, so again, a little bit more info here. I mean, Templar is trying something different. It's a Bittensor subnet focused on pre-training large language models, designed from the ground up to reward useful work with TAO tokens. Again, why I do think TAO is going to be a great project, guys, because it's not just incentivizing anyone to come and build, you know, shit coins like they do on Solana. It has to be with useful work. The miners train locally, compress updates, submit pseudo gradients to the network, and to make this viable over unreliable connections, Templar uses Demo, a communication efficient optimizer. It compresses momentum into a few key values, slashing bandwidth without killing performance, and it makes open participation technically possible. So Templar looking good. It's actually been holding up pretty well. It's probably a little bit ahead of where TAOHash is. In the terms of that, it's come back down to retest that previous range high. If we can hold 0.065 Templar per TAO, that would be great, and we'd like to start to see some reversals coming back out of here. Currently a $34 million market cap, 420k in 24-hour volume, down 43% right now. So people, I feel like they're sleeping on Templar. And lastly is one of my favorite ones, guys. It's going to be Bitcast. Bitcast is one that has allowed me to mine and educate you guys. So I'll mine Bitcast, which is the Subnet alpha token, through educational videos. Then Bitcast will be able to evaluate my video and say, you know what, is Lex full of shit, or is he actually providing alpha, and is he providing value to the TAO community, guys? So the first decentralized creators economy, I don't think there's a decentralized creators economy on anything else. So maybe I am going to be a little bit more biased to Bitcast, but they've been doing really well over the past few days, guys. We saw a really big spike the beginning of last week, and since then it's up, you know, over 50%. Okay, so doing really, really good, trying to approach that $1 million market cap. Not only that, Bitcast was also able to generate revenue within the first month of being live, guys. And what they're going to do, they're going to generate revenue through other subnet, going to educate you guys, or even just from TAO directly. If they're providing value to the TAO ecosystem, TAO is going to recognize that, and then obviously they're going to be able to earn more TAO that way. And if you guys don't know, 7,200 TAO per day is actually being mined across all of these subnets, and you unleash the power of decentralized creator marketing. So if you're a agency, this would be really, really good. If you're a creator, this is really, really good. Again, I left this till last because, you know, a lot of you guys are not going to have YouTube channels. If you do, and if you have a crypto YouTube channel, then this could be a great way to get in. But really, this is like an education based subnet. Okay, so it's not going to be necessarily training the large language model, but it is going to be educating and providing value and awareness. In my opinion, I think the more people that become exposed to Bitcast, probably the more videos you'll start to see on TAO, which again is gonna drive the hype. So I think the fact that Bitcast are the first decentralized creators economy is great. Working with them has been pretty easy. I don't have to show anything. You guys are going to see that just through mining Bitcast down here, I've not only been able to mine the Subnet alpha token, I've also been able to gain against TAO. So I've earned like an extra 50% TAO in the past week just by holding this Subnet alpha token. So even if you don't create videos, you could still get in on Bitcast. If you think more people are going to be creating content based on TAO, then you're going to see the value of Bitcast should start to increase over time as well. And then you can have your TAO stat, you can swap it for TAO, you can swap it back for Bitcast, you can stake it to earn more APY right now as well, guys. Again, you guys let me know what you think of TAO, what you think of the price of TAO, what do you think of these subnets, are you in any? If there's any you want me to cover, let me know in the comments, and I'm going to see you in the next one.